The excitement for anime in 2025 is already building, but let's take a moment to appreciate the hidden gems that 2024 brought us. We're passing on the big hitters like Solo Leveling and Kaiju number 8, because this list is all about the real standouts, the fresh originals, the emotional journeys, and the underrated series that truly represented the past year. So, strap in. Here's a look at the top 10 anime from 2024 that you probably overlooked but absolutely shouldn't have. Kicking things off at number 10 is The Elusive Samurai, a unique historical tale of an underdog. It follows Takeyuki Huju, a young noble whose family faces betrayal and tragedy. Instead of seeking revenge with a sword, he relies on his strengths, evasion, and clever thinking. As Japan descends into chaos, Takeyuki becomes a symbol of resistance, not through confrontation, but by cleverly navigating away from those out for his life. If you enjoy clever leads, rich historical backdrops, and that thrilling cat and mouse dynamic, this one's got you covered. At number 9, we have The Witch and the Beast. It's a gritty gothic fantasy loaded with secrets, sorcery, and sleek action. Jidao, a cursed woman with beastly abilities, teams up with a mysterious sorcerer named Sha as they travel around hunting rogue witches. But they're not just heroes, they have their own agenda, and each case is more twisted than the last. Beneath the magic and monsters lies a story about vengeance, identity, and the blurred line between justice and cruelty. This dark fantasy is sure to keep you riveted with every episode. Coming in at number 8, we've got The Unwanted Undead Adventure, which boasts one of the most satisfying transformations in fantasy anime. Rent meets his end early on and wakes up as a skeleton in a dungeon. Rather than giving in to despair, he pushes himself harder than ever, consuming monsters, evolving, and working his way back into the world. With each monster he devours, he gradually transforms, climbing back to the surface, while slowly losing touch with his human side. It's not just about gaining power, it's about navigating identity, humanity, and the very essence of survival. If you like watching someone rise from nothing with sheer determination, put this on your list. At number 7, Mission Yokura Family delivers a mix of fast-paced action and quirky family drama. Tao is a painfully shy high schooler whose life revolves around one person, his childhood friend, Matsumi. But things take a wild turn when her dangerously protective brother comes after him. It turns out Matsumi belongs to one of Japan's deadliest spy families. To stay safe, Tao must marry Matsumi and dive headlong into a world of assassination and the zany antics of the Yokura family. Each family member has their own unique power, and Tao has to quickly ramp up his skills to survive. It's a blend of romantic comedy, spy thrills, and pure chaos. First, the series combines found family warmth with intense action and plenty of unexpected twists. One moment you'll be laughing, the next you'll be on the edge of your seat. If you think assassins are cool, definitely give it a shot. At number 6 is Shimen. How to Become Ordinary, a slow, burn slice of life that aims for peace but keeps getting pulled back into mystery. Yuki and Kabu are two teens who've made a pact to stay under the radar and avoid drama, just trying to live their mundane lives. But with their sharp minds and keen observational skills, being ordinary is the last thing they achieve. Small-town mysteries keep finding them, from lost pets to suspicious classmates. Think Yuka, but with a more grounded vibe and a touch of darkness. It's subtle, clever, and surprisingly emotional. No big action scenes, just two overthinking teens trying to maintain their normalcy in a world that won't let them. Oh, and if you're enjoying this list, hit that like button for more awesome anime content. And if you think we missed anything, drop it in the comments! Now, back to the countdown. Things are just heating up. At number 5 is Spice and Wolf, a classic making a comeback, fully reanimated for a new audience. Kraft Lawrence is a traveling merchant just trying to earn a living when he crosses paths with Hollow, a wolf deity in human form who's witty and sharp and wants to return to her homeland. Together, they navigate medieval towns, striking trade deals while dodging unsavory merchants. But it's not just about the business, it's the slow building bond, the deep conversations, and the quiet, emotional moments that truly resonate. If you're in the mood for something mature, warm, and thought-provoking, this is the comfort you didn't know you needed. Coming in at number 4 is Nutoria Wand and Sword, an underdog story infused with fantasy school vibes. In a world where magical ability dictates everything, Will Surfert stands out as someone who can't use magic at all. But that won't stop him from pursuing his dream of becoming a great sorcerer. Equipped only with a sword and sheer determination, he faces monsters, elite spellcasters, and the cold stares of classmates who think he doesn't belong. But he's not trying to prove anyone wrong. He's here to keep a promise and to believe in his own strength. If you enjoyed Mashell or Black Clover, this one delivers that same adrenaline rush. At number 3, Orb on the Movements of the Earth presents a powerful historical narrative that raises tough questions. Set in 15th century Europe, where even hinting that the Earth revolves around the sun could get you executed. The story follows Raphael, a child prodigy meant to study theology, whose life changes when he encounters a mysterious man and begins to question everything around him. There aren't any flashy battles here, just quiet acts of defiance, emotional depth, and the courage to think differently. The characters challenge ideas rather than swords. It's beautifully animated, deeply introspective, and a bold reminder that sometimes seeking the truth is the ultimate revolutionary act. At number 2 is Look Back, an emotionally charged one-episode masterpiece from the creator of Chainsaw Man. Amy Fujino, a self-assured 4th grader, draws manga for her school newspaper and quickly rises to prominence in her class. Things shift dramatically when she learns about Kiyomoto, a reclusive student who also submits manga for the paper. What starts as rivalry develops into a profound connection formed through shared passion, silent admiration, and the struggle to create something meaningful. No fantasy, no action, just raw human feelings. Look Back is beautifully animated, deeply personal, and a heartfelt tribute to creativity and growth. If you've ever chased a dream or poured your heart into your art, this one will stick with you. And taking the number 1 spot is Delicious in Dungeon, a fantasy comedy that cleverly mixes dungeon crawling with monster cuisine in the most unexpected ways. After adventurer Laios and his party get wiped out by a dragon in a dungeon, they lose everything, their money, supplies, and even a teammate. Determined to save her, they head back in, but face a major issue: no food and no coins. Laios comes up with a wild idea: why not eat the monsters, slimes, basilisks, even dragons? Nothing's off the table. What starts as a desperate survival tactic quickly morphs into a hilarious and heartwarming journey, complete with delicious monster meals, clever world building, and surprising emotional layers. Delicious in Dungeon serves up laughs, heartfelt moments, and some serious cravings. And just to wrap things up, the One Piece fan letter isn't your typical shonen showcase. It's a heartfelt tribute from fans, a short anime that captures the essence of One Piece and its impact on generations. It's not about battles or power-ups, it's about connection, adventure, and the legacy of the Straw Hats. It's warm, nostalgic, and beautifully animated. But fair warning, if you haven't reached the Marineford arc yet, hold off on watching this one. It's packed with spoilers. Still, whether you're just starting your journey or have been sailing with Luffy since the beginning, the fan letter is a moving reminder of why we all still believe in the One Piece. And that wraps it up! YouTube thinks you'll love this next video right here. Click it and keep the anime binge going.